Hello everyone, this is me Garima Singh. Today I will discuss chapter 10, that is transport and communication. So here we will discuss means of transport. So means of transport, there are various ways of means of transportation by which human beings move goods, commodities, ideas, etc. from one place to another place. Major means of transportation like land transport, then land it's come road, railway, pipeline, then water transport it's come inland, seaway and oceanic route, then air it's national and then international. So land transport of people and goods by road transport is not new in India since ancient times. Pathways and unmetalled roads have been in use for this purpose. So land transport is like road, railway and pipeline. Then discuss about road transport. Nothing much to discuss. Road transport carries about 85% of passenger and 70% of freight traffic every year. Even road transport is preferable for short distance travel. Then even first attempt to improve and modernize the road network was made in 1943 with Nagpur plan. But due to lack of coordination among princely state and British, it's remained unimplemented. Then second attempt was made after independence with 20-year road plan, that is 1961, to improve the condition of road in India. But still roads continue to concentrated in and around urban center and rural and remote areas, so remain less connected by road. For this, we have constructed like national highway. National highway are referred to roads which are constructed and maintained by central government. Then national highway, there are various projects that is important to know, like golden quadrilateral. So it connect basically four big metro cities, that is Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. In a quadrilateral form, it's basically connect India. Then north south east, where north south east and west corridor. Basically these are the long highway which is meant to connect Srinagar in Jammu Kashmir to Kashmir, that's north and south. Then Srinagar in Jammu Kashmir with Kanyakumari Tamil, there is north south corridor. Then east west is Shilchar in Assam with port of town Porbandar in Gujarat. So north south is the long corridor, that is 4076 kilometer, and east west is shorter than north south. Then state highways, these are road connected to national highways and join the state capital with district headquarter and other important town. Then district road. So district road connect district headquarter and other important nodes in the district. Then there are rural roads. Rural roads provide link in the rural area. Then other roads like border roads and international highways. So border roads, these are strategically important road along with north and northern eastern boundary of the country. So border road organization, that is BRO, is responsible for construction and maintenance of these road. And it was BRO established in May 1960 with the aim to accelerate economic development and strengthening defense preparedness. Then BRO major achievement is construction of road in high altitude terrain, like joining Chandigarh with Manali and Leh. So international highway, also the Khardungla Pass in Jammu Kashmir, Delhi Lahore bus. Okay, that was the initiative done in way back during Atal Bihari Vajpayee time. So there are various density of time. Now we will discuss rail transport. Rail India has one of the longest railway network in the world. So the first Indian railway was started from Bombay to Thane and it's covered 34 kilometer. I think it was in the 1953. Sorry, it's 1853. Then to reduce the pressure of this large size railway from a centralized railway management, the Indian railway system has been divided into 17 zone. You have to just remember when first railway train was introduced, and now there are 17 zone in Indian railway. Then there are gauges in Indian railway. This is important. Do you know fact? Here it is important. So broad gauge are, as you can see, where broad gauge lines is here. facts and figure have been given. Just go through this. Then Indian Railway has taken major steps to improve the performance, like to convert the metro and narrow gauge to broad gauge. Then replacement of a steam engine by diesel and electric engine, which may help in keeping the environment clean. Then introduction of metro rail in Calcutta and Delhi. Even Konkan Railway is one of the important achievement of Indian Railway, which was constructed in 1998. Now we will move to water. You can go through this is a very like those which are given in box. Have a look at it. Don't just ignore it. They are very important facts. Just go through it, read it. Then water transport. Water transport is the cheapest means of transport for carrying heavy and bulky material as well as passenger service. It is a fuel efficient and eco-friendly mode of transport. So water transport is of two types: inland waterways and oceanic. Inland waterways. So before the introduction of railway, inland waterway was the chief mode of transport. Then India has 1450 km of navigable waterways. Inland Waterway Authority, which was set up in 1986, responsible for development. Then we will discuss their National Waterway of India. There are five National Waterway of India, and there was a plan proposed to make other waterways also. So these are the five: Allahabad, Haldia, Sadia, Dhubri. It is the longest. And it's made on Ganga River. Then it's on Brahmaputra, Kottam, Kollam stretch. Then Kakinada to Puducherry. Then this was basically Brahmani River, Mahanadi and Brahmani. So that was waterways. Air transportation. Air transportation basically just like water is the cheapest, so air facilitates the fastest movement of good and passenger from one place to another place. It is good for long distance in area which have uneven terrain and climatic condition. Air transport in India was started, I think, way back in 1911 with a short distance that is just of 10 kilometer. That was from Allahabad to Naran. Airport Authority of India is responsible for providing safe, efficient air traffic and aeronautical communication service in Indian airspace. Now it managed 186 airport, including 11 international, then 86 domestic, 29 civil enclaves at defense airfields. Air India is a government. I go through this history of Indian Airlines, 1911. 90 Allahabad to 90. That was the first. That was just about 10 kilometer. Then in 1947, major companies involved like Indian National Airways, Tata Sons Limited. Go through this is very important. Then oil and gas pipelines. So pipelines are convenient and best means of transporting liquid and gases over long distance. So these can also transport solids after converting them into slurry form. Like Oil India Limited is responsible for exploration, production, transportation of crude oil and natural gas. So that was oil and gas pipeline. Next is communication network. So number of communication transportation means have been used since human history. Like message were delivered by beating drum or hollow tree trunks and giving indication through smoke or fire or with the help of fast runner. Then develop into the field of science and technology come then revolution like revolutionary inventions like means of communication. You can see like post office, telegraph, printing press, telephone, satellite, etc. So that come into picture after science and technology advancement. Then personal communication system. So the most advanced and best mean among personal communication system is the internet, which is widely used in urban cities. Than email is the main source through which user can directly connect with other and can also get access to the world of knowledge and information. Then internet is like a huge control where also with data and with detailed information on various items. So it is a cheaper mode of communication which provide an efficient access to information at a comparatively low cost. Then there is a mass communication system, radio, television, cinema, and number of things. So go in detail what radio, television, cinema, satellite, newspaper, and all is about. I will say first television broadcasting was started in national capital in 1959. So till 1972, it was the only urban place where TV service were available. Then revolutionary development began after the launch of INSET 1A, that is National Television DD1 channel. Then there come the satellite communication. So satellite communication is an advanced mode of communication. Even various operations can be done through satellite images. Example were the forecasting, monitoring of natural calamities, surveillance of border areas. So there are two systems in India on the basis of configuration purpose. First is Indian National Satellite System, that is INSET. This was established in 1983. It is a multi-purpose satellite system for telecommunication, meteorological observation, and for various other data and program. Other is Indian Remote Sensing Satellite, that is IR. First is INSET, other is IRS, Indian Remote Sensing Satellite System. So IRS satellite system started in India with the launch of IRS-1A, that was in March 1988 from Baikonur in Russia. Then National Remote Sensing Agency at Hyderabad is responsible for facilitating for acquisition of data and its processing. You can say INSET and IRS here. So that was, I just tell you, in the crux form you go through, when you read it, just go through in a detailed form. Crux is useful when you are having exam next day and you just know what the chapter is all about, then go for crux. I will discuss question and answer, so stay with me. Let's move on to the question and answer. Choose the correct answer of the following from the given option. In how many zones has the Indian railway system has been divided? So though it is something, it's 17, but we go with the nearby options, so it should be 16. 17 zones are there, but I'm not getting nearby answers, so I'm opting for 16. Then second is on which river and between which two places does the national waterway run? So it's Ganga, that is Haldia, Allahabad. Next is national, second is on Brahmaputra, first is on Ganga, that is Haldia to Allahabad. In which of the following year the first radio program was broadcast? So first radio program was broadcast 1923. That's the questions, no more. I can say longest highway is on NH7. Here, not the question, but it's kind of important, so I just said fact. Answer the following question about 31. These are the short type. Which activity does transportation convey? Name three major mode of transportation. So transport conveys the basic activity of mobility. Mobility is a basic need of humans, which helps in trade and other activity. Transport is instrumental in bringing about increased mobility. The three major mode of transportation are land, water, and air. Land include road, railway, and ropeway. Next is discuss advantage and disadvantage of pipeline transportation. So pipeline transportation is a newer development in the field of transportation. Advantages like liquid and gases can be transported easily at low cost. Even solid can be transported in form of slurry. No need of fuel is required. It is an eco-friendly method. Gradient played the main role in transportation of material. Third point, you can see pipeline can be laid in the high altitude rugged area even under the sea. Then fourth advantage is that material can be transported between distant area continuously without aid of human agent carrying it from one place to another. Then disadvantage are cost of laying the pipeline is very high. People cannot be transported. Yeah, obviously liquid things can be transported. Then a leakage in the pipeline can cause serious disaster, especially in case of transportation of material like petroleum. Then pipeline are very portable target of terrorist attack, therefore safety is a major concern. So all solid substance cannot be transported, only few of them. Next is, what do you mean by communication? So communication is a transmission of facts, words, and information using various means of communication. It means disseminating of ideas, facts, information, and knowledge through writing words. So communication has been present since very initial stage of human development. Earlier there were primitive means of communication like beating of drums, sparrow. Now with the advancement in communication technology. We started using like internet, mobile telephones. So this way communication, there is a change come in communication field also. Discuss the contribution of Air India and Indian in the air transport of India. So air transport in India made a beginning in 1911. Like I said, if you go through the history of this air transport, that I said that history was given in the box, just go through it. So where airmail operation commenced over a little distance of 10 kilometer. First, in 1911, that it covers just 10 kilometer. That was Allahabad and Naini. Allahabad to Naini, that was the first flight which covered just only 10 kilometer. So its real development took place in post-independence period. The air transport in India is managed by two corporations, that is Air India and Indian Airlines after nationalization. So Air India provide international service for both passenger and cargos. In 2005, it's carried like 12.2 million passenger, 4.8 lakh metric ton of cargo. So the country's largest state and domestic carrier, Indian Airline, dropped the word airlines from its name and is known as Indian. So with reference like way back 2005, the new brand name Indian now appear on both sides. So Fuel's age, the logo on the orange still depict IA has also been changed. It has been replaced by a new logo which is partially visible blue wheel and is inspired by the Sun Temple in Konark. So it symbolizes timeless motion. Next are long type of questions. Which are the chief means of transportation in India? Discuss the factor affecting their development. So chief means of transportation are chief means like land, air, water. Each mode transportation contribute to the development of economy. Like land transport compromises of road, rail, and pipeline. So railway for carrying heavy and bulky goods with the large number of passenger within the country. Then road play an important role in linking the interior area with the market, as well as facilitate door-to-door service. Then pipeline basically for liquid material transportation. Water transport is an ideal means for engaging in international trade through long and intended coastline of India. Then air transport has become very important means of rapid and frequent, you can say, movement of people and light cargo over long distance. So you can mention here land, air, and water. Just explain a little bit. Next is the second, give a detailed account of development of railway in India and highlight their importance. So Indian Railway Network, I'm discussing the second one. Indian Railway Network is one of the longest in the world. It facilitates the movement of both freight and passenger and contribute to the growth of economy. Indian Railway was introduced in 1853 when a line was constructed from Bombay to Thane. It's covered 34-kilometer distance. So over the passage of time, changes also come in railway lines, like a replacement of steam engine run by coal has also improved the environment of stations. Metro rail has revolutionized the urban transport system in Calcutta and Delhi. Then replacement of diesel buses by CNG run vehicle along with introduction of metro is a welcome step towards controlling the air pollution in urban center. So railway continue to remain the main means of transport for masses. Railway network is relatively less dense in hill states, north interstate compared to central part of India. Next is we are discussing third, describe the role of road in the economic development of India. So road serves as the lifeline of Indian trade. They connect the consumer with producer. That is, they connect urban and rural center. Rural center are producer of agriculture goods which are consumed by them and are transported to urban center because they do not have production of agriculture commodity. On the other hand, urban centers produce consumer products and supply them to the rural area. Most of the international trade of India is carried out through roads, since roads connect to different areas, so that's why. Then roads cannot be since road connect different area, as I said, they help in boosting up of trade by joining industrial area with raw material producing area. Even government has categorized various road type which are headed by different authorities. The largest bulk of transportation and trade is carried out through national highway which connect major cities, port and capital. So increased connectivity of road has not only increased trade of major areas but also has helped in establishing small scale and medium scale industry by providing them access to the closest market. So I just wrap up and winding up this chapter because I have done with crux and question and answer discussion. I just discuss the answer. I just tell you the hint and few question I have discussed in a detailed way. Also, you can add more points from your end also. So in this we have read transport and communication means of like road, railway, waterways, airways. We have covered in this. Like I have discussed all these. So just go through the crux. That's it. I'm done with this chapter. Thank you.